Mix 107.5.
And now, the return of Marco and Cheats.
This millennial clowning other millennials. Pretty brave.
We start to cuss now to prove a point. We use words like bae to describe someone we love.
Bae.
And we idolize people like Kim Kardashian, and then we shame people like Tim Tebow.
Martha Stewart comes out yesterday. Millennials, they're lazy, bad work ethic, and they're entitled. They're not going to go anywhere. They're not going to be successful. This woman posts a video, puts it on YouTube. She's a millennial apologizing to elder generations. By the way, I hate bae. I hate that whole phenomenon. You know, you see on Twitter, Ransom, when bae texts me that he's going to be late, and then it's like some dumb video.
Somebody found out that it's like a Danish word for like a cow's butt, right? Like a sphincter muscle? Or?
Oh, yes. But yeah, she makes a comparison. Everybody clowns on Tim Tebow, but we worship Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, the whole bae thing doesn't bother me too much because I feel like every generation has those stupid things that we all said. You know, when I was younger, it was, I'm going to date myself right here, but I remember my parents used to hate it when, you know, they would say something like, all that in a bag of chips. You remember that was so dumb.
Yeah,
but we said it as kids, and it was so stupid.
But bae is like, it's now a term of endearment.
Everybody's got their stupid stuff, though. We had stupid things that we said when we were kids too. You
Danielle, what do you got, Danielle?
Hi.
Hey.
So I'm 24. I don't know. I guess that still classifies me as a millennial, right?
Yep.
And I agree. The bae thing is stupid, but every generation does have their slang and their words for their darling or their, significant other. But I also think one of the issues here is that the more vocal the millennials are on social media and in public, those are the ones that, are misbehaving or giving us all a bad rap, whereas the grand majority of us, are just like any other generation, respectful, open doors for people. But, most of the people that I know aren't, cursing in the middle of the street or worshiping Kim Kardashian. And I don't know. I just think that it's the loud ones on Twitter, the ones that are saying stupid things and harassing you guys, feeling like they deserve these tickets that are kind of giving us all a bad name.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I've never seen it this bad before. Like, we've given away some really great tickets on this show. We've given some really great tickets on this radio station. Never seen it this bad.
Danielle, so are you saying, like, millennials then have classifications within millennials, right?
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's like the majority of us and then the really loud, obnoxious ones.
Yeah. Danielle is $1 million millennial. She's got like those $1 million manners, those $1 million standard. Do you have a bae, Danielle?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I try not to call him that.
Yeah,
but,
that's good.
Sometimes it slips out. It's the vernacular.
Well, that's cool. What about entitlement? Do your friends think they're entitled to things just because they exist?
I mean, there's a difference between like feeling entitled and feeling like the economy is so poor that we deserve a little bit higher of a minimum wage. I mean, even working 40 hours a week all year long, it's still hard to, what is that, like not even $15,000 a year? Yeah. We can't buy houses,
right.
Because right now, especially the housing market's kind of bad. So if I wanted to buy a house, I'd need like a $50,000 down payment. And with the low wages and the high cost of living, it's practically impossible to save up that much.
It's tough.
So then we have to take poor loans that say 3% down payment, but then it ends up being like, 15, 20% interest rate. We pay twice as much for the house as it costs.
See, you're a smart kid. Done a lot of research. You know about this. It's great that you know about this stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and the economy is tough. It's very, very tough. Ransom, we did have it a little easier when we, Ransom, were 24. And I know that wasn't like forever ago, but we did have it easier.
Yeah, for me, it was just, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
But it was easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, like, I don't know. There's that new study, too, that, like, more and more of these millennial kids are still living at home, well into, their 20s and even their early 30s sometimes.
Yo, Nick, what do you got, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, so, I'm born in 94, so I'm a 90s kid, but considered a millennial, I assume. But the whole thing is that I don't think millennials are necessarily stupid. I would say more the fact that they're just a little more creative. You know, they like to think more outside of the box. I'd also like to say that you have us 90s kids, and then you got the millennials who are like 16, you know, who were born in 2000. And those are the kids, you know, looking up to Kim Kardashian, all of the social media is literally absorbing their brains, you know. And my whole thing is if you're going to really try to be somebody, then go out there and be somebody, as opposed to like giving your energy into something that is kind of just in front of your face. It's kind of just bull honky, you know?
Yes. Good call, Nick. Good call. I appreciate it. I think the post-2000 kids are called Generation Zs now. I think it's Generation Z. Could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. Hey, Ariana.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Hi. Yeah, I think about the whole generation thing, Generation Z. It really just depends on how they were brought up. Like if you were brought up with like more the stricter parents, then they're not as like entitled. They know that they have to work for what they get, and they know that things don't come to them as easy as just calling many times to get something, and that they have to work for it.
Now, were your parents, are they strict? How old are you, by the way?
I'm 15.
All right. Are your parents strict?
For the most part, yeah. Like I'm not. My mom monitors my social media. She watches everything that I do. She asks where I'm going and all that stuff.
That's great. Now, does it bother you, or do you appreciate it?
I appreciate it because I look at all these girls and all these people that are out there doing these crazy things and messing up their life so early.
Yes.
Because they're not being watched. So.
What is your mom's name?
Amy.
Yes. That's a good mom you got. That's good.
Yeah, is
That's
Amy
great.
around?
No, that's fantastic.
No, she's at work right
That
now.
is
You
fantastic.
tell her that Marco Jeets and Ransom give her a thumbs up.
Okay.
She's doing good with you.
That's good. I mean, you don't hear about that anymore. You know, a lot of the parents, it's the same parents that are like, oh, Pokemon Go, thank God, because my kid's been inside all summer, and now they got Pokemon Go, they're going to go get some exercise. You can't rely on Pokemon Go to give your kid exercise. That's ridiculous. Really, it's ridiculous. All right, we'll get to more of your calls. Martha Stewart, the billionaire, throwing millennials under the bus. And then a millennial came out. Great video she made on YouTube. And we'll put it on our socials at Marco and Jeets. But she said, look, I apologize. I absolutely apologize to the elder generations. We don't hold doors. We don't say please. We don't say thank you. We expect things. We'd rather worship Kim Kardashian than appreciate Tim Tebow. Made a lot of good points there. And great calls, too.